pretty wild.
Woo! Felt like I was gonna die there a little bit. Did you? Yeah. What's going on, guys? This is Hanson. I've got Chris with me from shiftinglanes.com, and we're driving in the 27 Nissan GTR Premium. The GTR is one sick car, and for 2017 they've really done up the interior, up their game, because from before it was kind of bare. It was like all just carbon fiber, but now, granted, it's a little bit heavier, but it's covered in really nice leather. It looks really upscale here. And all race mode.
Now the car is much faster.
The car is much faster. We're going 5 miles per hour, but it feels like we're going 50.
Faster.
So. Yes, it feels good.
Oh man,
love that GTR.
Dude, this is awesome.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's still got it. I don't care what anyone says.
Compared to the other one, this is a little bit more grown up. It's the ride's a bit firmer. It's a bit less jarring than the other one. But again, these are fairly smooth roads, wouldn't you say, so far? So we'll take it into some back roads and see how that feels.
And then even on this road, I was driving in some other cars.
Yeah. And
you could feel the imperfections, like the very slight ones. But in this car, it's very well damped. I mean, it feels really good, but it's still very stiff.
This is this is my dream car, and it feels so good.
See why?
it's like, it's not just about the driving experience, but it's just like belonging in the car. It's just, me personally, it gives off like this aura, and it just kind of
feel it.
It responds to me, you know. It feels just like any other car, but just sitting in it, I don't know what it is.
Yeah. Like
Jeremy Clarkson and James May calls it the fizz, and for me, this has one of those things.
Yeah, it's just exciting to even be in the passenger seat.
Yeah, this is kind of like that old Nissan or Infiniti G35 or Q50, same platform, I believe, but it's.
Yeah, I'm not too sure.
It's this is manageable. I mean, like, we're going at a leisurely pace right now, and it feels comfortable.
Yeah, definitely.
But if you want to go crazy, you just downshift a couple of times and you punch it.
And it's happy to do that.
And we're catching up to this 4C. Woo!
Very cool.
Wow.
Shit.
Wow, there's some trail braking there.
We're all right.
That was, we're all right.
The brakes work very well.
The brakes work. Felt the rear lift off a little bit there, but
yeah, but even in that, the car was very in control, which is pretty wild.
Woo! Felt like I was gonna die there a little bit. Did you? All right, yeah.
No, I'm all right.
Okay. What's interesting is that this is going to be the last R35 Nissan, and
it's the end of an era. Really.
It's the end of an era, because there's rumors that the next GTR is going to be on a hybrid platform.
I bet you.
And I mean, they kind of have to if you want to kind of compete with all of the other manufacturers.
Yeah, I mean, look at like Acura, the new NSX.
Exactly. Like, that
car is even like a pure driving experience, unadulterated, and now it's so technologically advanced. And then you look at the GTR, which right now is already so advanced. Like, it's a no-brainer that it's gonna be something crazy. I'm sure they'll work their magic then.
I mean, this right now is over like about 550, 560 horsepower, I believe.
Yeah, I love how they always do that, the incremental upgrades.
Yeah.
I think that's really awesome.
But I still believe that this is a kind of like a performance bargain, even though it's over $100 grand, and even the Nismo version, that's over at $175,000.
Yeah, that's a lot, but
that's insane.
To me, like, it's still a bargain. Like, I definitely agree with you, but it's just a little less.
Yeah,
but I think when they came out with the R35, it was more like they had a lot to prove.
Yeah.
And now that they've proved, like, yeah, we can, embarrass like McLaren's or anything.
Now let's charge it up a little bit.
Now, like, the price is going up.
Yeah.
I guess that's fine, but the next one's not going to be nearly as affordable. I don't know.
Yeah, I can believe that, because I mean, you're competing in like the Acura NSX territory.
Yeah, which is
Porsche 911 GT3 RS.
We gotta drive that too.
Yeah, no, we gotta drive that.
All right,
GTR. Yeah, let's do it.
Wow, this is like a dream realized. Oh, this is awesome. So I have actually owned a Nissan. It was my first car.
Okay.
I had a Nissan Altima.
All right.
2004.
So this is kind of like that.
This is just like that. It had the VQ35 in it though.
Oh,
and
nice.
I was super proud. I was like, you know what? This engine's kind of in the 350Z.
Yeah.
But now I've reached peak Nissan.
Yeah. So how does it feel just like going through these roads? Does it feel pretty
it's so
docile?
like planted. But yeah, I'm like very comfortable.
Yeah.
I don't feel like the car would ever get away from me. I mean, this is a pretty tight road, so I'm keeping it, you know, pretty relaxed. Last thing I want to do is ruin this beautiful GTR or us. But yeah, I mean, it feels really good.
Yeah.
I mean, we're at like, you know, very high gear right now, just kind of cruising.
Yeah.
But even with these like tight corners, it feels pretty good.
Yeah. And we are on the different R modes.
Yeah, we are in full race.
Yeah, full race. So it's like more like rear axle bias.
Yeah.
Stiffer dampers, and also I guess the transmission setup.
Yeah, it's in race.
Yeah. So everything's in race.
You have all these cool toggle switches, makes you feel like a fighter jet pilot or something. More cars need toggle switches.
Yes. Yes. Because that's all we really care about is we want to fly, and like we want our machines to be like fighter jets.
Yeah. Oh man. Oh baby. Yeah, I think we're okay. Because when I was in there, it was quite shocking.
I mean, I was kind of like prepared for it, so I was.
See, when you did it, I was not prepared. I was like, I know it's gonna be fast, but I was like, oh my god.
Yeah. No, I mean, this is a serious vehicle.
Yeah.
Like it's like anything over 500 horsepower, like around 4,000 pounds. It's gonna be amazing feeling.
Yeah, definitely. Have you ever been to Six Flags? Have you gone to King Dakar?
King Dakar?
This is like owning King Dakar.
Yeah.
Except you could drive it to like a grocery store. You ever see videos of people who like take their grandmas in these and they do like launch control?
Yeah, right.
Like you can hurt that lady. It's just a lot of force.
You could like break some necks or something.
Yeah, which is incredible. Yeah, this car. The thing about this car is like just grip. If you could describe the driving experience, like I feel like you'd have to peel this car off the road to get it to slide or do anything. Yeah, I mean, and then the other thing is like, you know, these cars aren't going anywhere. I mean, they're going to be probably driven pretty hard, but on the used market, I mean, this is something that may be quite reasonable in a few years. We'll be saying, hey, remember the GTR that was like 100 grand? It's now like 40.
Yeah,
which is
and you know
totally going to happen.
That's yeah, it's gonna be around for a while, and a lot of people are going to be driving these things just because, you know, it's like you're not going to find them in a used car lot for very long. These are going to be snapped up. And,
yeah, the only thing I can see is like these won't be. I don't think they'll be as timeless as like the R32, the 33, the 34.
Yeah,
because
that's true.
Manual transmissions, like they age well because like, you know, they're manual transmissions, whereas dual clutch is like every like 2 years there's like, you know, a new dual clutch, and these old ones feel like crap, and like that's like the only thing I'd be worried about. But
it's almost like a processor in a computer. It's like, there's gonna be something faster.
You're like, oh, you only got the Pentium processor? That was like freaking long time ago. I got the i7.
Yeah, but being in this car, it's not just being in, like, me personally, it's not just like being in a fast car. It's just like the feel and the feeling that you get driving a GTR, just because it's so iconic. And again, like, this isn't as iconic as like the R32s, R33, or R34, but still, like, the heritage I feel is there.
Oh yeah.
Kind of like the Japaneseness of everything is there.
Yeah, definitely. And everything's like so well thought out.
Yeah, and like sitting inside it and like being noticed in it is awesome.